All righty. It says you are live. How you doing, Mr. Pudvey?
Bang, bang. Absolutely perfect. Joel, how you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. Hey, everybody. How you doing, everyone? It's nice
Thanks
to see
for
everybody
tapping
here.
in. Thanks
Nice
for
to have you here. I got my dad on the call tonight, so welcome, Frank Tarian. Got to give a shout out to my dad. Hope you're doing well.
We got people watching all over the world.
Yeah. And where do we get started? We like to talk for the first few minutes. So, guys, for those who are just logging on, we love to keep this lighthearted. We like to keep it fun because guess what? Any home-based business should be a lot of fun, and that's it. That's all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of fun and so forth. So, I guess we should. Well, tell you what, guys. I know there's. Okay. I'm so stuck to the text chat. I'm like, oh, people can't hear me. Do me a favor, folks. If you can hear Mike and I, just type on YouTube or wherever you're at, where you're logging in from. We'd like to know where you're logging in from, where it's somewhere else in the world or whatever city in the United States.
We got Richard Weberg from Minnesota.
We got Minnesota in here. Hey, Mr. Weberg, I'm doing awesome.
Frank,
so anyway, folks, nice to have you here. We're still looking. We always remember that, when you're going to YouTube, it's like a 10-second delay. So it's hard to. There we go. Here's some people. Texas.
Beautiful. John Berger.
Awesome shirts. Chicago.
Hey, Johnny, how you doing?
Jeremy. Hey, Jeremy. What a friggin' rock star that guy is. I know he wants to be under the radar, but got to give him a shout out.
Oh, the guy's an animal.
Shout out. Hope you're doing well. Hey, guys. Well, so let's get started, Mike. My name's Joel Tarian, President and CEO of GotBackup.
Sorry for cutting you off.
Mike and I have known each other since almost kindergarten, folks.
So yeah, grade 3. We hooked up in grade 3 and never looked back.
Yeah, we like to poke fun. We like to have fun.
Yeah.
So on and so forth. So Mike is our Chief Operations Officer. He makes sure everything gets done around here and stuff like that. So for those who don't know me, as I already said, my name is Joel Tarian, President and CEO. What a ride it has been for the past 2.5, almost 3 weeks now, right?
Yeah.
It's been absolutely amazing, guys.
For sure.
First and foremost, we want to thank all of you for seeing the vision that we see, which is having GotBackup in the hands of millions of people in the coming years. Mm-hmm. Guys, it's gone so well. Think about this. A product that's only $9.97 per month. Hey there, Bruce. How you doing, buddy? $9.97 per month. We already have a couple of people approaching 5 figures in income in commissions in their first month. So it's just so easy to talk about, so easy to duplicate, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, to give you a bit more of my background, guys, and Mike's, I got started online in like 1996, 1997. And I didn't have a clue of what I was doing. I didn't know anything about internet marketing. My education was in cardiac rehab. I was working at a hospital in Ottawa, Canada called the Montfort Hospital. So I was working there and just was doing the personal training of a multi-billionaire named Dr. Michael Copeland. And he's the one that gave me the courage and the confidence to pursue my dreams. And this is why I did. One day when I was doing his training, and by the way, folks, his house where I went to, not 3,500 square feet, 35,000 square feet. So I was enamored and in awe. I was a college student doing his personal training on a Saturday. And one day I just said to him, I said, hey, Dr. Copeland, because he had a PhD, where did you do your computer science degree or your software engineering degree? He goes, software, computers. He goes, my education's in civil engineering.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's what I said. What are you talking about? Civil engineering. He goes, no, I just came up with a good idea and I found the right people. Well, needless to say, guys, within a week of that, I pretty much quit my job. It took me, now here's the other thing I want to mention, and I like to resonate with everybody. It took me 2 years to tell my mother that I quit my job. Okay. So for a lot of you, you might be hoping and expecting the, support of a family member. It may or may not happen. It never happened for my mother and I thought she was just being mean, but she was just the uber conservative type. Yeah. She was afraid for me. Get a good education, get a good job. Now, my father, who's actually on this call, love you, Dad. He was the uber entrepreneur. Okay. And so when I told him I was uberly depressed with my job at the hospital, he said, son, if you want to be an entrepreneur like me, it's in your blood. You go ahead and do what you want to do, and I'll support you. So I started working with my dad's company called Telco Advertising Limited. He started that company in 1982. And long story short, we turned it into an internet company, and now we've been online for the past 25 years, guys.
Yeah, it's
long time.
Long time for sure.
So I set up my first data center in Gatineau, Quebec, Canada. I'm French Canadian. Mike is Badin. I'm Terrien, if you want to say our names in French. Mike and I went to grade school and high school together. We played football together. We were left and right guards in football. We went our separate ways because Mike was the first to have children. And everybody knows when you have your first child, no more late nights, right? If you're changing diapers and doing bottle feeding and all that kind of stuff, you just don't have the energy.
Certainly changed things for sure.
Yeah, we bumped into each other. But what, 10 years after the fact, Mike?
Yeah, there was about 10 years, a good 10-year gap. And I remember being covered in stone dust because I was a stonemason by trade. And if there are any Canadians on here, I actually worked on the Parliament buildings for almost 12 years. But yeah, long story short, I was just covered. I was absolute mess. Friday night, finished, got off the hill, and who do I bump into at the pizza joint in our town?
Joel. It was Supreme Pizzeria, right? Wasn't that the name of it? Pizza?
Yeah.
And he just says to me, "Hey, Joel, I hear you got this internet thing going." And that was at the time when we did our first conference software.
Yeah, you did the takeaway method, though. You know.
Oh, for sure, I did. I mean, that's another tip to get, guys. Here's another tip for you, because a lot of we're involved in a couple of the messenger groups where people are really growing fast, and some people are really afraid to talk to people. Guys, I was that person. Let me share one more little story with you, okay? So when I decided I wanted to work with my dad, and I don't know if he'll remember this or not if he's on the call, I said, well, Dad, teach me how to sell. Actually, let me back up one more time because I think you guys will resonate with this. I was 11 years old. It was 1983. I was in my basement playing Atari, and my dad called up to me. He said, Joel, come here. I want to show you something. I said, okay. And my dad definitely won't remember this, but I remember it clear as day. And I came upstairs, and he pulled like $2,000 cash out of his pocket, and that was in 1983. So that's more like $4,000 or $5,000 today. And I was like, Dad, where'd you get that? He goes, oh, I just went out and sold ads in our telephone book. And I'm like, wait a minute. So you went out for a couple hours and you came home with over $2,000 in cash sales? And he said, yeah. And I remember thinking, man, some of my best friends, their parents have to work a whole month for that kind of money. And it was at that moment where I had that internal struggle was I want to make my mom happy. And my mom wanted me to be an engineer or a doctor or whatever, the safe route. And my dad was the entrepreneur. And so that was an internal struggle. I knew after that moment in my life, guys, I wanted to be an entrepreneur. So anyway, fast forwarding, developed our first data center back in Canada in like year 2000. Then Mike jumped on board just after we launched our conference product in 2004. Be careful what you wish for, guys. Back then, we had over 7 million downloads of the product. And what happened is we actually ate up all the fiber optics in the city we were living in.
Yeah. So
that's what prompted us to pack our bags. I said to Mike, are you with me, brother? He goes, I'm going wherever you're going. I think you're kind of nuts, but let's do it anyway. Yeah. Let me talk to my family. And on June 14th, 2007, folks, we moved to San Antonio, Texas, and have loved it and been here ever since. So that's our background. Just want to let you guys know, even though GotBackup is a new product, you're working with a company that's been around for 25 years. We'll take you on a tour of our data center in a few minutes, and we are completely debt-free. Even our data center is completely paid off. So here's what's really cool, guys. We launched this on April 6th, and it has just absolutely exploded in leaps and bounds to where, again, some of the people in the top 10 on the leaderboards are approaching almost 5 figures, like $10,000 in commissions their very first month. I don't know exactly what the amount will be because we run our binary commissions at the end of the month, but I can promise you it's going to be pretty damn close to that, if not 9,000. And when you think of those types of commissions on a product that's $9.97, folks, it's phenomenal. So who can use backup? What is the product, right? Mike, who can use it?
Everyone. And the key is family. Set up your family, set it and forget it. Done deal. So yeah, it's a product that should be in everyone's household. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Well, hey, let's ask everybody in here, guys. Would you like us to do the tour right now of the data center and the server room, or do you want us to do it after we explain the product or talk more about the product? Let us know in the text chat if you want the tour now. We'd happy to give you a tour because our home is your home. I want you to know that we're financially secure and we have combined experience of over 100 years in this industry. Myself alone, over 25 years. My first involvement in network marketing, I was 18 years old, guys. 18 years old.
Yeah.
And it was, with a company called Creations. All right. Well, just because Jeremy says yes, please, and Richard says yes, please, and some of the amazing leaders on here say yes, please, I guess we'll take you on a tour. So what we'll do is, guys, we want to show you where GotBackup lives, okay? Because a lot of people already say, come on, Joel, 6 terabytes of space. For those who don't know what a terabyte is, that's 6,000 gigabytes.
It's massive.
It's massive. Just to give you perspective, 2.5 hour fully HD or 4K movie, okay, that you watch on Netflix or whatever is about 5 gigabytes, okay? One full-fledged movie. We're giving you guys 6,000 gigabytes. So a lot of people say, 6,000 gigabytes, 6 terabytes, me and my family, back up my PCs, my phones, everything. How can you do it so ineffective? So price effective? Isn't that going to run you out of business? Guys, we do everything in-house. All the coding is in our server room. All the hardware is in our server room. We own the servers. We own the fiber optics. We own everything.
No middlemen.
No middlemen with us, which means amazing support. Listen, guys, Eve is on here. Anna is on here. These are people who just care about your success, and they don't need to be on these webinars, but they're as excited as you and I are. So let's do the tour, and we'll show you around. So this is my office, guys. It's a beautiful evening here in Schertz, Texas.
Schertz, Texas,
which is just north of San Antonio. And by the way, guys, we have 3 offices. This one in Texas, Schertz, Texas. Then we have another one in Ukraine and another one in India. So this is our kitchen, our staff kitchen. Over here, and I'll come back around this way in a minute, is our staff lounge. I was preparing to do a podcast. That's why we got the camera equipment here and stuff like that. So again, there's our kitchen. I'll show you where all the brainstorming happens. All the brainstorming happens right here in the washroom.
You want to believe it? That's why we have 6 toilets in there.
So here, guys, we're going to enter Area 51. Everything is PCI compliant. You cannot get into any of our server rooms double doored anywhere without being a staff member. So I'm going to take you back here. Here is just an inventory room, guys. Okay, got a bunch of inventory back there. We're going to take you into the server room. This is where the double door is coded to be PCI compliant. Just punching in a code here. Give me a second.
Heartbeat. The heartbeat. Can you hear it? Can you hear it?
Here's the heartbeat of what we do. This is the server room. All the cool lights here and so forth. And some people said, hey, is it really GotBackup server room? So what we did, just to say, yeah, it is our server room.
GotBackup server room. What else would it
What's that say? GotBackup, baby. So everything runs out of here. We do backups of backups of backups, okay? And then we also back up to a third-party data center as well, guys. So that's there. Now, I don't want to confuse you guys, but our company does a lot in the health and wellness space as well. So we have a private gym here. We do bring some people in from all over the world who want to increase their health and wellness. So again, this is keypadded as well, double lock from every side. And this is our private gym here in the office. GVO, that big logo over there that you can see, company. That's our corporate company. That's the company that owns the server, this building. So this
the truth of the matter is, Joel, let's be honest, the gym. You built the gym privately for yourself because you got kicked out of Planet Fitness for breaking their shit.
No, it's because I built a private gym because I wanted to train naked all the time.
Yeah.
Anyway, here's the private gym, guys. We do a lot in the health and wellness space called 7-minute workout. So I'll bring you back over here. So that's over here to give you a perspective from the other side. That's the staff lounge here and the staff kitchen over there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have one of my favorite hobbies over here, guys. So we got some cardio equipment as well, elliptical, Stairmaster, treadmill over there, a couple of bikes. And this is an 800-gallon aquarium. I love turtles.
That's a monster tank.
Yeah, it is a big tank. There's one right there. I don't know if you can see him. Yeah, there you go. Anyway, people always say, why turtles? When I was growing up as a child, folks, I was absolutely allergic to everything that had fur. So I fell in love with turtles. So here's where we enter. Here's where we come in. You can see it's a nice, beautiful, I won't go too far away, but a nice, beautiful sunset coming soon. We come into the lobby. And I'll come back over through the tech room here this time. You're going to hear a bit of an echo because Mike's sitting in here. So the reason I mentioned the 3 offices, guys, is we have skeleton crew on night here, and then we have team members all over the world that work. So that way, very few people with us have to do the night shift. Why? We want happy, energetic, amazing staff. So by not having to put a lot of people, so there's our tech room, guys. We've got a pool table. Nice couch over there on that TV. We've got all our security systems there. So some of the other stuff we do, we've got Sniper Host up there. SendShark is our auto responder over there. But again, I don't want to confuse you. We're here to talk about GotBackup.
That's it.
So coming back in.
That's one hell of a tour, dude. Good job.
Not bad, not bad. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
I'm a little concerned, though, on your allergy to fur, though.
I don't know. Talk to my mother. She's the one that gave birth to me. I don't know why I got allergic to fur. Where's the sleepy dog? The sleepy dog camo is back at home now. We like to, that's my dog. That one was Tyson. And we have another one named Sophie. And they come around the office quite often. And so she's back at home. Right
beautiful, now. Obedient dogs. Eve will be the first to say they're beautiful, obedient dogs.
And George says everyone gets kicked out of Planet Fitness. Okay?
Yeah.
They say it's no judgment zone, but we know there's a lot of judgment. So was there any questions so far? No photos of Joel naked, please. All right, Ronnie, I promise you. And again,
those are all in his GotBackup.
We keep this very, very, very lighthearted, right? Because business is supposed to be fun. So let me before I get into the software, guys, in just a moment, showing you the amazing software itself, I want to just focus on a couple other tips for you. So a couple other things, guys, have your backup plan, okay? When I started online, when I quit my job at the hospital, I knew I needed a source of income, okay? Because I knew it was going to take some time to build an online business. So I was actually working as a doorman at night and also a stripper. I have to be honest with everybody, to pay my bills, okay? Yeah, and there's a longer story as why I was a stripper, but it was a long time ago. And so that's what allowed me to do my business during the day, work at night. Here's the other thing I want you guys to understand, okay? Because this changed everything for me. Because I knew nothing, and because there was no webinars like this, there was no YouTube Live, there was no video training. Back then in 96, 97, you had a dial-up modem, and you could barely even put a picture on a website because it would take 15 minutes for that picture to download. Those of you who are my age, remember those days. So back then, it was really difficult. I went 2 years without making any money. And then finally, I bought an internet marketing course on list building. And by the way, guys, in the coming weeks, I'm going to give you all a book on how to do effective network marketing through list building. Okay. So I started to do list building, and I'll never forget the day, guys. Imagine going 2 years. Every day I would wake up and log into my merchant account and see nothing but a big fat 0 donut hole. Not a single sale made. When I started to understand list building and helping other people rather than selling other people, I woke up one day and I expected a big fat 0 in my merchant or my bank account again. And there was, lo and behold, a sale for $9.97. And I was elated. I was jumping up and down, because that was my breakthrough. I knew it could happen for me. Okay. Here's what I want you to understand. Write this down, everybody. A mind once expanded cannot contract. Okay. Let me say that again. A mind once expanded cannot contract. So when that first breakthrough happened for me, at that moment, I knew it was possible. I didn't care that it was one sale for $9.97. I said, how did I make this sale and how did I repeat it 100 times, 1,000 times, 10,000 times? Because that was my breakthrough and my mindset shifted, I started working harder on what I knew I needed to do. And within 2 to 3 months, I was making about $20,000 a month, guys. Okay.
Just multiplied by 10, multiplied
Yeah,
by
yeah.
10.
Just kept going, kept going, kept going.
Find the
Here's
sweet
what I want you to understand what I mean by a mind once expanded cannot contract. I remember when I got started, I was working in it. I had a very small townhouse. So my mortgage was only about $400 or $500 a month. Okay. And so I couldn't comprehend. My mind would not allow me to believe in millions of dollars. It was just, there was a wall. I thought to myself, okay, if I can just cover my $500 a month mortgage, at least I'm contributing something, right? So eventually, once I had my breakthrough, within a couple of days, I made $500. What do you think happened from there? Oh, well, if I can make $500, why can't I make $1,000 a month?
Mm-hmm.
And then once I got to $1,000 a month, I was like, hey, why can't I change this to a full-time income at $5,000 a month? So every little breakthrough that happened for me in my brain, you can never go back. So just think, I was so excited for my first sale at $9.97. Believe me, folks, if I woke up one day and there was only one sale in our account for $9.97, instead of being elated and happy, I'd be all depressed and like, what is going wrong?
Panic City.
We see days of, we've had days as much as $60,000 in revenue in one day, and that's what I mean by a mind once expanded cannot contract. And in fact, when you're sitting at the beginning and you hear millions and hundreds of millions of dollars, very often you get a visceral reaction that's not good because you're like, oh, come on, as if, whatever. How can you do this? Guys, make your breakthrough. So the tips I want to give you, make sure you have your backup plan, okay? Don't be doing this full time right away if you don't have a source of income coming in, because then you're going to create stress.
Absolutely.
And when you're in stress, you can't have fun. Guys, this business is $9.97 a month. Now, if you have a mortgage coming due in a week and you're expecting to make a full-time income, what's going to happen? You set yourself up for failure. Anything you want to say, Mike? I need a break.
No. That's absolutely what you said is bang on. And well, I honestly can't relate to your 2 years because I think I made my first sale in a couple of hours.
Bragger. You know how you can relate though, Mike? It's all about fear, right? Too.
Absolutely. Well, yeah. I mean,
I asked you to jump on board and it took you almost a year or even maybe more than a year to where you finally, and why don't you share that story? What got you the leap of faith? It's a sad story, but I remember the day you walked in the office and said, I did it. Why don't you share with people why you did it?
Yeah. Well, okay. In a nutshell, yes, I worked on the Parliament buildings. I cut stone, bankered mason, pointed, ran a pointing crew on the library. That was going into its 4th year. And at the same time of that, Joel had introduced me into, like he mentioned before, his conference product. And it excited me so much because, I mean, at that point, I didn't even have internet in my house. That's how far away from the idea of, running anything online. It just wasn't feasible for me. I just couldn't understand it until I saw a presentation at his place and he was talking to Marius out of Norway. And that freaked the shit out of me. I was like, what the hell is this? This guy, communication through video, and I was hooked. So I'd work my 10, 11 hours on the hill, on stonework, race home, and start learning it, educating myself on it. And it hooked me in so bad. Believe me, I mean, I was going through material. I didn't get set up on a PC probably Probably about a month or two into you introducing the system to me. I can't remember. All as I know is Joel showed me it. I wanted it. I signed off his computer, knew nothing about computers, but then I said, shit, I mean, I'm not an idiot. I can write. So I wrote a bunch of letters, handed letters out. And believe it or not, I don't know how many times I called Joel, what the hell is my affiliate link? And I'd write the goddamn affiliate link in the letter. And the next thing you know, Joel's like, well, Mike,
You signed up 40 people.
yeah, you got a downline here. What the hell are you doing? And well, what the hell's a downline? You know? So anyways, I was ground zero, folks. But I kept pushing, and I used skills that I had, and that comes from the trade too. Because truthfully, when you're in the trade, if you don't communicate, you die on the job, and that's exactly what Joel was getting at. The sad story part. Joel offered me a position once he saw me bring in numbers like that to join the local team, and unfortunately, Fuller, the main contractor on the Parliament buildings, their backhoe driver ended up hitting the gear and going off the back of the library, taking the machine and himself down 300 feet. And it's a tough trade. And that was my breaking point. I hopped into the Cutlass, went to Joel's first office in Gatineau, and I'm like, offer still on the table? I said, yep. And that was it. And I didn't tell anyone. Unfortunately, I mean, I contacted my bosses after the fact, but I just stopped showing up. And that's not like me, because I was in charge of appointing crew and getting jobs done, this and that. Anyways, it's a hell of a story. And I look back on it now and go, holy shit, man. Like, look at what we've created together. It's pretty phenomenal.
All right. Well, yeah, it is phenomenal. So let's show people the software. So guys, this is, again, I've been in the Facebook groups a lot, and you just have to get started. Talk to people. Some of the people, everybody needs it. But if you look at professional photographers, any small business, anybody who's addicted to this, I am, Mike is, everybody is, right? And people care about the data on their phones. So when you can back up all your devices for you and 5 other family members at less than $10 a month, it's an absolute no-brainer. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and show you a little bit of the software, guys, because it's not, yes, it's an automated, done for you, set and forget backup system, but it's so much more than that. So let's show you the automation first. So let me start sharing.
And you can't break it. It's okay to click. You won't break it.
You won't. Absolutely. Okay. Let me put this into the stream. There you go. You see my desktop, Mike?
Yep.
All right, guys. So here we are in the actual software. Now our dev team did a major upgrade 2 days ago. On our last few webinars, people are saying, okay, I love that it's set and forget backup. So let's show you that part first. What do you mean by automated backup? Well, here is the software itself running on my computer, on my Mac. Okay. It looks similar on Windows. I just want you to understand the idea of it. So you'll see it says that everything is synced from my computer to the cloud. So I'm going to show you how quickly this works. So I purposely opened up a Word doc here. Okay. And I'm going to save it as Joel is live. Okay. So I just want to call it that, because watch what happens. Okay. This is going to be saved as though it's a brand new document. I click save here. And as soon as I come up here, watch what happens. It's syncing it. It's back up in the cloud. Okay. Right. So that's on my local PC. Right here, your cloud, you can access from anywhere in the world. It's military grade, 256-bit encryption. It's extremely secure. Okay. So I'm going to come to my files here first. So I'll go through all the new features that we had, but I'm going to come to my files here. And you'll see this is the doc that I worked on my computer right here. I called it Joel is Live. And already here it is in the cloud, Joel is Live. Now, a lot of you asked for more collaboration on it. So I'm going to just click on it. Okay. And where'd it go? Well, here, I'll open up something else here. Hang on. Well, isn't that fun? Okay, let me go back. There we go. I think it's doing something while I'm sharing my screen here at the same time. There we go. Okay. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. Come back to my files.
Desktop issue.
Yeah, I don't know if it's conflicting with the desktop. It wasn't last time. Let me just close this and reopen it if I can. Yeah, it's conflicting with my screen sharing. I don't know why.
That's just another layer of security we have in there, Joel.
Yeah, well, it could have done that. It could have blocked my IP, exactly. So, okay, well, let's just focus on it right here, guys. You saw how easy it was. I'll try to get back into my cloud after. It might have blocked me because I'm doing screen sharing because, again, it's very, very secure software. Very, very secure software. And here, Mike, well, I'll stop sharing my screen. I'll try to fix that. Is there any questions, Mike, that you saw come in? And then I'll just play around with this a bit.
Yeah, play around with that. Let me skim through. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. That's what happened to you, Joel.
What's that?
Because I got like a blue lock screen. That's what we saw.
Oh, okay. Any questions, guys?
Yeah, and YouTube, yeah.
Okay, I got myself unblocked. Let me see if I can just make this work, and then I'll try sharing my screen again. And if I can't, okay, so here I am. Let me go ahead and share my screen again. Okay, I'm adding it back to the stream. Can you see that, Mike?
Yep.
Okay, so here I am in my photos section, guys. And here's another major upgrade that we added is you can segregate by photos. So I'll click on my photos. And here's all the photos. And what's really cool is it timestamps them from month and year. Okay. So what was really cool here is some of the photos that I had in here, I had forgotten about from years ago, years and years and years ago. Okay. So I can keep scrolling forever. By the way, these are images off the iPhone. We're creating a converter for, this is the new extension HEIC. So we're adding that soon. But let me go back to other photos here that are not HEIC. There we go. So guys, one of the awesome things about running an online business, you get to travel the world. And that's what we did. This was when I was in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. That's Christ the Redeemer right there. It's just, that's the benefit of building an online business. You can work from everywhere. So here's some other pictures. This was when I was in Lviv, Ukraine. This is my stepson here. He's much different now. That was a few years ago. Here's my son. He loves motocross. So we took him out and did some photos of him on motocross and all that kind of stuff. And so from here, you can segregate it by video. Right here, video. And let's give a shout out this way because I forgot to give a shout out to my wife. She, like I said, we do a lot in the health and wellness space. So she won the overalls at the San Antonio Classic, beating out over 100 women. And heck, why don't we just play one little video here for fun? If it loads, there we go. So I think this was for the overalls between this woman and her. She's in the red, by the way. That's Eve there. I'm not going to play this forever. But anyway, you guys get the collaboration. Now, here's what's cool. I can create a new album on the fly if I want to. I'll call it Joel. Okay. I can create an album. And then I can also create a collaborative album. If I want to create an album that I want to share with anybody in the world, I can. So as an example, let me come back to all my media. Actually, let me come back to my photos. Actually, let's go to my files instead. Come back to where I wanted to go. So here's all the files scattered, not really kind of like in logical order. I'm going to click on this one here. You can see I can share it. So here I could grab my share link. It's copied it to clipboard. So now I'm going to come back here and you'll see, guys, if you want to go ahead, I'm going to put that into the text chat here. And you see that I can now share that image with all of you around the world. There's tons and tons and tons of features. So right now I'm using 64.2 gigabytes of my total 6 terabytes available to me. Okay. So you get the idea, guys. There's feature after feature. Let me come back to the dashboard here. And off the dashboard, we added notes. We added upcoming events. Many of you asked, hey, can you create an event scheduler so that I can have my own meetings with my own team in GotBackup? There's an event scheduler in there.
Perfect.
So keep in mind, people are buying into the fact that they can back up all their devices, but it's so much more than just all your devices. Now, if I'm looking for something specific, I can put something in here and see it finds things. There's the doc that was, Joel's doc. That's what I just uploaded not long ago. There's other docs in here. So I don't know. Let me click on this one again. See if there we go. This is what I wanted to happen the last time. And it actually loads the document. And again, there's JavaScript in here. So again, the screen sharing may not allow it to load. It's obviously something conflicting with the screen sharing, but I could actually work on the doc right here online. And again, it's just conflicting with the screen sharing, guys. So I apologize for that. Come back to the dashboard here and then off the dashboard. And there, it's locked me out again because I'm sharing my screen. So I'll just close that for now. You guys get the idea of the power of the software itself. I'll remove that from the stream.
Yeah, we'll get some killer videos done too as walkthroughs.
Okay, so let's see. Let's show this one. I'm so confused all the way around about everything. So I pay the fee for the software. Then what? I don't have an online business. I'm building. Why was I invited to this webinar? You're invited to this webinar to learn how to use the software and come and meet the team that you're working with, Angelique. This is not a race. It's a marathon. Okay. Even though we have some people approaching $10,000 their first month. Okay. It's a marathon. If you don't get and I want to say this to everybody, if you don't get everything right now, guys, guess what? Neither did Mike and neither did I. Mm-hmm. But through the education and the webinars, and I guess I'll take people through the members area soon, is the webinars themselves, guys, just the webinars that Linda does or that we do are worth $10 a month because we teach you online marketing at the same time. This is not a $100 a month program. This is not a $200 a month program. This is $9.97. So guess what? I shared with you guys, it took me 2 years because I didn't have mentors. I didn't have live video like this. I didn't have any of this. I had to sit there and read long form web page because you couldn't even put a picture on a website because it took 20 minutes to download it, right? Really, really, really. So you ask yourself this, Angelique, do I know anybody whose family would want to back up every single device they have and have an amazing online collaborative tool for less than $10 a month? Okay. You can do this. Nobody started as an expert. But let me tell you this, guys, we have a Facebook messenger group going and this is what's really cool. Nobody's confused about what the software is. It's an automated set and forget backup solution. So it's really, really amazing that way. Mm-hmm. Any other questions?
And if you want to turn it into a business model, you turn it into a business model.
Yeah. Okay. So other people, we got this question. Well, more comment. Tammy, thank you. Now I see it. So let's take them through the back office and where they show them where you can make money, guys. Okay. So let's head over to the back office. I'll start sharing my screen again. I'm going to go into a demo back office. So I'm going to go to GotBackup.
Cool.
And then from GotBackup, I'm going to go to members login. I'm going to log into a demo account. Log you guys in. And you're going to see how simple this is. There's no credit card in this account. It's a demo account. So here, watch this video, guys. Okay. What this video does is talk about the two most important things to you. How to use the software on the GotBackup dashboard, how to promote the software right here, and your compensation plan overview. How do you get paid for doing your promotions, and how do you build long-term residual passive income with us, okay? So let me go to the one that people always want to know the most of, the promotional tools. So I'm going to click here, and you have 4 different links. Don't use this one yet, guys. We're just testing this one in some ads right now. This is your main link right here, okay? So you click on the image, and this is the link that you promote right here, You can copy it to clipboard. And so let me show you how you generate leads. So I'm going to copy this to clipboard. And then when people fill out this page, and I'm going to try to slow down here because I'm terrible at teaching. I'll slow down a little bit. You tell me, Mike.
Yeah, you're good.
Whatever happens. So I'm going to put in, I am live on a demo, and I'm going to put demo live at gvocorp.com. Remember, GVO is our corporate company.
Mhm.
Okay. And I'm going to click reserve my position. As Ed Spears says, or Ed Banks says, that's all you need to do, guys, because this part of the members area is absolutely that does all the selling for you. Okay. People will see their power line grow in leaps and bounds. So, of course, this just came in. This is a list of all the people internationally, albeit, that are opting in to see the tour. All those people go below you. Okay. So that's the link that you used. So remember, I am live on a demo. I'm going to log out of here. So what does that do for you when people fill out this page? What does that do for you? Well, I come in here to my members area and I click on the digital tools. And even if I go too fast, guys, as soon as we're done here live on YouTube, guess what? This is going to be available as a replay right away. So if I come here, I come to the lead capture system. Okay. I click there. Here, it shows me how many leads I have in the system of people who filled out this form, their name, their email. I come here and I can go to my subscribers list, and you'll see the most recent one is the one that I just put in right here. Okay. If I come here, I can actually send a message to everybody. Now, you might want to say, well, what message do I send to my pre-enrolled members? You come back here, you go to GotBackup, you go to the reseller tools, and up here, you have ad copy. Okay, so I'm going to click on that ad copy link, and we're going to make this even easier for you. So I know I already have pre-enrollees. So what to say to pre-enroll people? So I'm going to come here, I'm going to copy this, copy it to clipboard. And guys, just be friendly. People, reach out to your pre-enrollees. This is not cold calling, okay? Your pre-enrolled list, these 6 people voted yes by opting in here, and they expect to hear from you. Does everybody understand that? These are not cold leads. These are people that said, I like the video, I watched the video, I like what I see. Yes, I want to know more. So these people said, I want to hear from my sponsor. Okay. So if I want to send a message to everybody, I just go to broadcast. Okay. And I have 2 fake ones here. So I'm going to go over to send broadcast here. Okay. And I'm going to actually do a real email here. So remember, I copied my ad copy. I'm going to paste it here. Okay. Now, if I wanted to format it a little bit more, I can. Guys, when you do this email, please add a little bit of your own story in here. This is just so I know what my email is. It's joel@gvocorp.com. My best phone is 210 . No, I'm not going to put my phone number in here. My Skype username is joel.tarian. And my Telegram, I forget, but you guys get the point. I'm giving my pre-enrollees multiple ways of getting a hold of me. Okay. And up here, instead of putting in friend, you're going to use what's called a merge tag. The merge tag replaces it with the person. So if I come here, and again, you can watch this again and again, guys. If I come to my subscribers field, I can go subscriber first name and see it put percent subscriber first name. What that's going to do is it's going to replace it with their name. So if this email is going to Mike, it's going to say, hi, Mike. If it's going to me, it's going to say, hi, Joel. If it's going to John, it's going to say, hi, John. These are merge tags. So if you want to get good open rates, you're going to want to copy that merge tag and put it in the subject line right here.
Yeah.
I am your sponsor at GotBackup.com. Okay. So This email is ready to go. I choose what group I want to send it to. I want to send it to my GotBackup pre-enrolled. And again, those are the people that are here. Okay. They filled out this form. And all I have to do is I set the time. You can set it to go out now, which you can see it's 1943 right now, or you can set it to go out later. Okay. So all you do is you click add. Okay. Message has been successfully added. And then it brings me back here. And all I have to do is click here, cue the email, and it's going to send to all my prospects. Okay. So it's a good idea to put a real phone number in there, a real email address, all that kind of stuff. Okay. So that's how that works. Everything else is also in here, guys. We are an amazing family. Okay. In here, you've got your webinar replays. We've added a few webinar replays. We'll add this one as well. We've got your live webinar schedule. Master trainer Linda does a great job. So we have calls on Monday, Wednesday, and our brand new call that you guys don't know about is Mike and I are going to do another call on Friday morning. Why? Because we are so exploding internationally that morning here is the perfect time over in Europe to show others. So Angelie was saying, how do I do this? Bring people to our live webinars and they'll get awe-inspired and want to join your team. In fact, I know there's people here watching this live right now because they simply are curious to learn more about it, right? What link do I send to pre-enrolled people? It was right in the ad copy, Richard. Viewmypowerline.com. Viewmypowerline.com. Okay, good question. So yes, we're in San Antonio. And by the way, guys, if you're here and you like what you see, just go to GotBackupLive.com and you can actually join the team. So let me just put that in there. All you do is go to GotBackup Live and you can join us, guys. This is going to grow for years. Guys, we are 2.5 weeks in. 2.5 weeks in, or almost 3 weeks in. It'll be 3 weeks tomorrow, right, Mike?
Yep.
3 weeks in. Thousands of members. Almost the top affiliates making $10,000. Guys, over 250. Here's the thing that excites me. Let me rephrase that. I love our leadership. I got to give thanks to Jeremy and Dustin and Ronnie and Jane and Phil and all these people and Terry and everybody in the leaderboards. But here's what shows true success. In the past few weeks, over 250 different people have already made money with us. So get the numbers there, guys. There's a couple thousand members and 250 people. Like 20% of people have already made money with us. Why? Who doesn't want to back up all their devices, PCs, mobile devices, iPads, iPhones, for them and their family for less than $10 a month, and then have an amazing collaborative tool? Guys, you can access your cloud from anywhere in the world, despite it being military grade, 256-bit encryption. And Donalyn, we love you too. Love you too. Mike, any questions that you saw?
No, I was picking through and throwing in the odd reply here and there, but everything looks fine.
Cool. Thanks. I need that call. Any other questions? I'm just looking for questions, guys. Do me a favor. No question is a dumb question, guys. Put it in the text chat, and we'll be glad to answer your questions.
And welcome to the dance.
Well, welcome to the dance. And if you got Eddie as a sponsor, in fact, anybody who's here, guys, you're with the right people at the right time. I am the type of CEO that lives in the trenches. Why? I've been involved with network marketing my whole life. I know what it's like to be a distributor in the field. I speak to 40 people a day, thereabouts. I talk to Jeremy 10 times a day, okay? I am here for you. Our team is here for you. We are here to help you, but let's say this. We can't help those who aren't willing to help themselves, okay? We've heard a lot of people, and we're going to address it. What about spillover, Mikey? Spillover is a gift, not a requirement.
Don't ask me that bloody question.
Can I make money without doing anything? Yes. If you get spillover, you can make money. Are you going to get rich? Absolutely not. Okay, guys? How hard is this to share with people? Could you make your money back getting spillover? Yes. Are you going to make, okay. In theory, could you make $10,000 a month with spillover? You could. But it's, I don't know if you guys watched that movie through Dumb and Dumber. Give it to me, Mary. What are the chances of you and I getting together? And Mary says to him, not very good. Come on, Mary, give it to me. Are you and I going to be a hot date or what? Well, she says it's more like a 1 in a million. And he puts up and he goes, you're telling me I have a chance.
You have a chance.
God, I love that in the movie.
You got a chance.
That's your chance, guys. Okay. Now, because here's why. The power line is amazing. It's an amazing system. If you work the power line will work for you. So how do you work the power line? You invite and introduce people to your affiliate link here, and the system does the rest. Introduce people to the power line. If you introduce people to the system will work for you. Okay? Mm-hmm. Exactly. Don't be the person waiting for spillover. Create spillover.
Yeah. God damn. I'm sorry. That question just drives me crazy.
Yeah, it does. It drives me nuts too, because guys, we're very transparent. Okay.
Well, if you go to your job and do nothing at your job, are you going to be employed there anymore? No, chances are no. You know,
if you went to college and never went to class, and what are you going to do? Fail your exams?
No, I'm waiting for spillover.
No, yeah. Spillover's coming. It's coming.
Yeah.
By 2082, I better have one spillover in my downliner, or this whole thing's a damn scam.
Yeah, exactly. Is it possible? Yeah, it's possible.
It's possible. But be your own success story, guys. Mm-hmm. Do we get paid from upgraded emitters that fall under us? Yes, through the binary. Absolutely. Okay. You get paid. There are no qualifications for the binary. Zero. Okay. So if you get spillover and you get 6 people in your downline, 2 on one side, 4 on the other, you're going to make money, because that's going to create a cycle. Now, the other question that comes out is people always say, well, how much does it pay per cycle? I want to explain that with people. Okay. Getting paid in your binary is exactly how the company gets paid. The more volume or the more money we make, guess what? The more money we make, the more cycles it creates. The more cycles it creates, the more you get paid on volume. So you get paid to infinity. But the cycles are variable, okay? The cycles are there based on company profit. So what do I mean by that? I'm just going to use even numbers, guys. Don't quote me on this. Let's say at the end of this month, we realize that our net profit, after paying 25% direct, 25% matching check and commissions, let's say after that, we're left over with $100,000. Okay. Well, then we calculate how many cycles are there in the matrix as it is, in the binary, right? So we calculate the amount of cycles first, and then we find out, let's say there's 400, well, let's do a nice even number, 400 cycles that are created in the binary. We take the $100,000 and we add that to the cycles. So if there's, I'm just going to do it on my, so if there's 400 cycles, and you divide that by $100,000, whoop, I hit one too many zeros. That would be $250 a cycle. Okay. Now, don't go on a webinar tomorrow or tell your upline that Joel said your cycles are going to be $250 each. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the cycles vary depending upon the net profit of the company, because the company has to stay healthy too. Do you guys understand that? So I'll say it again. We calculate the amount of cycles in the binary, then we see what our net profits are to put into the binary, and that's what collects the cycle. So again, let's say we have $100,000 and there's 400 cycles created. Well, that's going to come out to $250 per cycle. Do you guys understand that? Ed has a good question.
That's all examples. On the same thing, yes, you can place, or what is it, Joel? 36 hours later, the system will place.
Yeah, so tonight's the cutoff, guys. Okay, so all the people that have upgraded in your power line, if you're a power line pre-enrollee, they get moved to the matrix tonight at midnight.
Yeah.
And after that, you're going to lose those paid people if they fall in your downline. If you're not a paid member, that's why tonight goes very, very well. Joined a few days ago, Ed. We are currently working on some. I'm running some ads right now.
We're testing things out, Ed.
I'm trying to get, well, not trying. I'm working on getting the best conversions I can. And then we'll do advertising co-ops. I don't want to put an advertising co-op together blind. I want to make sure it provides the best conversions and leads and sales. Once I'm happy with those conversions, then we will do a co-op together. Okay. I hope that makes sense, guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Awesome. Any other questions might come through? Any other questions, folks? Let us know in the text chat. And guys, a testament to how well we take care of people. I just want to give a shout out to Donna Lynn and Richard Weberg. These are people that have been working with us for over a decade.
Yeah, we got Gregory Schmidt in here. I mean, the list
goes on and on and on. Yeah. These are people, they don't need to be here. They love being here because they love taking care of people as well. It's really fun to take care of people, guys. So again, since I'm just looking for questions, I will put this back in here again. If you're not a member, guys, join the team like right now because this is absolutely exploding. And here's the other thing. We truly offer a no questions asked money back guarantee. If you wake up on day 29 and the sky's not blue enough and you just want a refund, we literally just hit the refund button. We say, thank you very much. Why do we do it that way? Well, one, it's just good business. One of the reasons Mike and I have been in business for a long time, aside from having great products, we always do what's right for you. Okay. So many people, when they cancel, they're expecting a fight. You know, they're expecting this and, you know, I got to call this number and that number, blah, 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 blah. No, we cancel your account. Here's why. We understand that life gets in the way. Maybe today you decide it's for you. Maybe on day 29, you decide, you know what? Just too much going on in my life. I'm not ready right now. That's okay. Guess, and the reason why we do a no questions asked money back guarantee is many thousands over the years have come back to us when they are ready and go, you know what? You didn't give me a hassle. I love the software. I love what you guys are doing. I just wasn't in the right place at the time. I didn't have the right money and my mindset wasn't right. Now I'm coming back because you guys honored your 30-day money back guarantee and it was truly risk-free. I didn't have to ask anything. Okay. So that you're paid weekly, paid every week. Okay. But we have our 30-day money back guarantee. So there's a bit of a lag there, guys. But we're going to try to change that lag to 2 weeks. Okay. I'm just trying to look for other questions in here. Yeah, and if you get the same email, guys, you might be opted in with a different email there. We'll look at that too. That was a confusing question that came in for some people.
Okay, I got to.
That it doesn't show. I have no idea what that means. Sure. Just looking at the questions here, guys.
Yeah, I'm checking something too, dude. Just give me a minute.
Okay, so new on leads. So people are talking about. So tonight at midnight, people from the power line that are paid members move over into the matrix. They move into your holding tank. In your holding tank, you have 36 hours to place them. Okay. If you don't place them, what it does is it builds the outside legs of your binary automatically. Okay. Left, right, left, right, left, right. Okay. But you have 36 hours to place people. Why is that important? It's a great recruiting tool. Let's say Mike is sitting on the fence and Mike says, oh, Joel, you know, I don't know. I'm not sure. I can say, Mike, join tonight before the cutoff, and I've got 2 pre-enrollees that I'll put underneath you. That'll give you a head start. What's that sound like there, Mikey?
Yeah. Oh, it's
yeah.
Joel.
I knew he was chatting away with other people. That's why I said, hey, Mikey. Last week he was like, are you talking to me? I'm like, who the hell else?
You talking to me?
Does that make sense, guys? It's a really strong, like Como just said, leverage for recruiting. It really gets people off the fence and to take massive action. Any other questions? Because we're coming at the top of the hour and we like to keep these under an hour.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I opt in not to get paid. Herman, we've had. I'll give you a story of one person. Okay, Michael Cheney, true story.
Awesome dude.
Yeah, he was busy building his business. Like he does more online marketing, not network marketing. He didn't log into our system. He promoted us. He logged in and he hits me up. He goes, Joel, where's this $18,000? Like it shows $18,000 in my wallet. I didn't even know I made any money. And that was over a year of him literally doing nothing. And we paid him. So it stays there forever. We are not like a gift card, right? You know, most gift cards, like they expire after a year. We don't expire. That's your money, folks. That money will never expire with us. Okay.
Mhm.
That is your money. Now, please don't be like Michael Cheney and leave it at $20,000 before you decide to ask for a payment. But that's what happened with him. And it's just a true story. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's $9.97 a month, a one-time $40 affiliate fee. That's what Richard said, and that's absolutely true. Guys, name any other business that has such mass appeal. And by the way, guys, some of success is being there at the beginning of a trend, right? Can we all agree on that? We all know, and here's the thing, people saying, how do I talk to people? Everybody is getting addicted to this thing. Everybody in their family has 3 to 4 phones and 1 to 2 computers or more. They all know they need and should back it up, but they don't know how or where. All it takes is you saying, hey, have you ever lost a picture? Have you ever damaged your cell phone? Have you ever lost a memory of something? Great. How would you like to back up everything you own, including you and your family, for less than $10 a month?
Yeah.
And guess what? You can just be a customer, but for an additional one-time $40 payment, you can become an affiliate and get paid back 75% in residual income. Yeah, absolutely. 1099s, W-9s. We send out 1099s. You can join personally or you can join as a business. That's up to you. Looking at other questions. Thank you, Como. Some people just get it. It's an awesome, guys, we all know, okay, in the network marketing industry, we're changing everything because network marketing, we all know product pricing is usually higher. Why? There's shipping, there's warehousing, there's cost involved, there's commissions on products. Believe me, Mike and I decided today, and we're going to prove it to you. In the next couple of coming weeks, we're going to bring people here locally into our lounge while we do these live webinars. Because we, guys, just in San Antonio alone, I see pink Cadillacs from Mary Kay. I see all types of signage on people's cars for their network marketing opportunity. There's probably 25,000 people just in this area who are involved in network marketing. And if we can present something to them that unheard of, I can join a network marketing company and get 75% residual income for less than $10 a month. And by the way, I get a product that my whole family needs. Yes.
Insane.
Yep. That's it. You got it. You get it. And not only is it a backup solution, but if you want to collaborate and create photo albums, or you want to organize your calendar, or you want to collaborate with a Word doc or a PowerPoint presentation or whatever you want, you can do it. Okay, guys? The competition in the paid space, Carbonite, $99 a year for one computer. iCloud, the upgrade in iCloud is $9.99 a month for 2 terabytes. We're $9.97 a month for 6 terabytes. And I'll tell you this, as awesome as Apple and iCloud is, they don't pay you back 75% in residual income.
They sure don't.
We want to see people, millions of people using our solution and making an amazing income from home. Mm-hmm. Do you just pay $29.97? I don't know what you're talking about there.
Boom, boom,
you might have bought it. So this person says, and I'm going to say, what's the $29.97 for? You probably bought one of our other products without even knowing it. Okay. And that's the other thing I want you guys to know too, because a lot of people say it. It's a valid question. Joel, I need to have thousands of people in my downline to make $5,000 a month. Well, that's true in any network marketing company.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. When you bring somebody in for GotBackup, okay, they are your customer for life. Okay. As an example, Richard and John Weberg are in here. They've made well over $200,000 selling other products that we have. Okay. It's a customer for life. So somebody might come to us who are using GotBackup and they say, hey, Joel, or hey, GVO, or hey, GotBackup, can you build me a website? Because I want to do more online marketing. Sure, we can build you a website. We build the website. Who gets paid? You get paid. Other people say, I want to increase my online journey. I want to learn other internet marketing tools. Do you guys have an amazing autoresponder service? Yes, we do, by the way. It's called SendShark. And if they buy that because you referred them the first time, you get paid. Does everybody understand that? Customer for life. Now, I'm not here to talk about our other products because I don't want to confuse you, but and that's why I put this in the chat. There's a lot of products that we offer. And guess what? Even though you're only a GotBackup member, you get paid on any tool that we have. Does that make sense, guys? Right?
Absolutely. But one thing at a time.
That's okay, Jason. Maybe the team's just a little behind. If you submitted your W-9, that's fine. Not a problem. We have to, it is manual on our end. We have to check it off. And here's the other thing.
We got it.
We pay weekly. We pay through Payoneer and we pay through Wise. If you're the 1% who can't accept that for whatever reason, maybe you're in Ghana or Africa, we will find a way to pay you. Okay. It's your money. You guys are doing the work. We appreciate that. You will get paid. Ask Richard, ask anybody. We've paid like clockwork every single Friday. You don't have to ask. You get paid. Okay. Yep. If we have to do it through Venmo or some other way, we prefer Payoneer. Why? Because we pay thousands and thousands of people every single month. Okay. So that way it's just easier for us. But if we have to send you a check, we'll send you a check. Okay. We are here to make sure that you build an amazing income from home. You build an amazing business from home. And that business includes what? Making sure you get paid like clockwork.
Bingo.
Anything else you want to cover, Mike?
Oh, somebody put in there, actually, I'm going to throw it to Sir. I can get some banners created on it. Somebody put in back up to bank up. Love it.
That's a nice thing. I love it too. Folks, before we go, any other questions? Any other questions, anybody?
More moolah. Love it.
So again, let me just put the call to action in there again, guys, for you.
I got it here, dude.
Thank you, sir. I'm posting it already. It's already there, dude. I'm way faster than you always have been, always will be. Oh, look at the pouty face. Holy cow.
Pouty face.
Let's give Mike a cheer. I was just kidding, dude.
No, it's okay.
Anyway, guys.
I can take it.
No, we cannot accept PayPal because PayPal hates MLM. End of story.
Absolutely.
PayPal hates MLM. Okay.
Been down that road, had funds locked up, not going down that again.
Yeah. All right. Well, everybody's saying thank you, Joel. Have a great night.
Well, peace out, folks, and we'll see you Friday.
Yeah, Friday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern time. We'll do another call. Yeah. And why? Because we're growing here's the other thing I want you guys to understand. Because this is a digital product, it provides instant gratification and it's available to anyone or anywhere in the world. We already have people in 22 countries using GotBackup. And here's the other thing I want to say. I'm sorry, it's just because I'm a product guy. We're approaching 6 million files already backed up for you guys. Okay?
Awesome.
6 million files. So listen, guys, go to GotBackup Live, join the team. 30-day, no questions asked, money back guarantee. You saw that we're a real company with a real service, and we have deep hearts. We want to make you successful, and we will do everything in our power. If you don't give up on us, we will never give up on you.
Absolutely perfect.
Have an awesome, awesome, awesome day, guys, and we'll see you again on the next webinar.
Yeah, we'll give you an update on Friday, folks.
Time.
On Friday.
GotBackup Live. Join today, and we'll see you on Friday morning.
Take care.
Remember, guys, tonight's the cutoff. So if you're thinking of joining, join now, because anybody who's in your power line, if you don't join tonight, you're going to miss out on them. Okay?
Yeah.
Love you guys. Have an awesome night. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.
Take care, folks. Thanks for joining us.